This is the Hello World podcast, where we talk about habits of success, habits of excellence, entrepreneurship, leadership, learning and development, and outlook that will help us succeed through life. This is Louis Banta, CEO and Chief Trainer of Learning Just Made Better, or LJMB. Top two, top three advice to those who are preparing themselves for senior management role and eventually heading a company.
Well, one of the things you will learn over the years is the more you know, the more you don't know. So
Okay.
your number one behavior, I guess, or habit for any manager, leader, or even a CEO is to continuously learn.
Mm-hmm.
Basa ka lang ng basa.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be books, because we're fortunate now. There are many articles, there are many things that summarizes, right? So you can read more. I think about 10 years ago, I used to like buying books. So I shifted already to ebooks
Yan.
more than 10 years ago. Simply because it's easier to carry them around with me.
Correct.
So unlike dati, di ba, if you read a book, even if you underline it, you leave it in your house, right? And that's when you need something, you know it's in that book, but because you're in the office, you're not in the house, you can't use it. But so if it's an ebook, you can take it anytime. So that's number one. The other advice is worked well with me because of number one, because you can't know everything.
Yes.
The other skill you have to be very good at is to listen to people. The best decisions for me have been made because I listen. So part of my management style, so to speak, is I will listen first before I make a decision.
Okay.
I'd like to understand as much as I can. And the only way you can understand as much as you can is if you listen. And then you can just verify by gathering facts if there are facts to be gathered. Then it's easier for you to make a decision. So, and the fact that you listen, a lot of people like that because they also they see that you're open to inputs. So, but what they don't know is it helps you make a decision. So to me, it's the best way to be more caring, but at the same time, it's also the best way for me to make a decision more quickly by listening. Because that leads me to the third one, which is you have to decide quickly.
Okay.
Any leader and manager should decide quickly. I've seen many managers or leaders or even CEO na ang technique dinidedma. And for it to go away. Sometimes dinidedma yun. Hoping it will go away, hoping that somebody else will solve it or whatever it is. But it creates more harm because no decision means there is no direction set. Because a decision, no matter how big or small, sets a direction. As simple as, okay yan. That means, gawin mo. That's a direction. Gawin mo is a direction. So, no decision means no direction. And that's the worst thing to do to any of the people you manage, is not to have a clear decision. Decisions don't need to be always right. So therefore, the next thing is to learn to make mistakes. Just don't make the mistakes twice, right? And the last thing for me is to remember the golden rule. And the golden rule to me is always treat others the way you want others to treat you. And you will not go wrong. So every time you have to talk to somebody, no matter how difficult the conversation
Mhm.
will be, especially if it's a let go conversation. For as long as you put yourself in the other person's shoes,
Mhm.
deal with that person that way, then
Mhm.
you're able to get through the a unpleasant conversation
Mhm.
much better.
Mhm. Mhm.
So those are some of my uh, sharing
Mhm.
suggestions for people
Mhm.
who want to be in management, who want to be in leadership positions, and want to be CEOs
Mhm.
someday. You can. Just be patient also, because each one has his own time. Eh. Hindi mo pwede siyang madaliin. Eh. Even if
Mhm.
you think you're prepared,
Mhm.
if your opportunities will just come. I never thought that I would be CEO at the time I was CEO. You know what I mean? I mean,
Mhm.
I didn't say I wanted to be that CEO. I knew I wanted to be a CEO,
Mhm.
but you can't say I'll be a CEO of the specific company
Mhm. Mhm.
at this particular point in time. What you
Especially
can,
for
yeah,
the younger members of the
yes,
workforce, they have ambitions and goals to set. They want to be CEO at this age.
that's
And
very hard. You
mhm.
because that will lead you to more frustrations. You can say my dream is to become a CEO. That's fine.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
But it's very hard to put a deadline,
Mhm.
target date
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
that.
This is Louis Banta of LJMB. Thank you for watching my video. To watch more videos like this, click subscribe and hit the bell icon below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and share it to others.